Most people think success is linear. You grind, you win, and you stay winning. End of story. But it doesn't work like that. Not in real life, not when you're building from scratch. Success comes in waves. You build, you expand, and you crash. And then you do it all over again, but with more precision and clarity. This is the cycle no one talks about. Because everyone wants to sell you the fantasy of constant growth, constant winning, always up, never down. But that's not how it works. And if you don't understand this cycle, it will break you. It almost broke me. There are two phases in this game. The build phase and the expansion phase. And I lived both. Fully and brutally. Let me show you. I was 16, no fame, no followers, just a laptop and my dreams. While everyone else was going to school, wasting their times, I was locked in. No girls, no parties, no friends. Not because I couldn't, but because I didn't want to. Because I knew I had one shot to building something great. I taught myself everything. How to design, how to code, how to fail 25 times in a row and still show up again. I built over 20 games and they all failed. I would post them and refresh the stats like a maniac, only to see 5 downloads. But I didn't stop, because deep down I knew that was my forge. This was the phase where my edge was being built. I had no mentors, no team, just pure tunnel vision. And that's what the build phase is. It's silence, solitude, and it's the invisible war behind every success story. Everyone wants to skip this part. They want the millions, the clout, the lifestyle, but without the years of grinding with zero applause. If you try to shortcut this phase, life will eventually force you to come back and do it right. It's the quiet where the monsters are built. The winners are forged in the dark. The expansion phase. Then it hit. One of my games went viral. At 17, I was already a millionaire. I was running everything from my laptop, flying around the world, living out of hotel rooms, cash pouring in every hour. And finally, the expansion phase began. I moved into a mansion, hired assistants, private chef, 20 girls living in the house. Every party looked like a music video. People I used to chase were now chasing me. Everyone wanted to be part of it. Everyone wanted something. This phase is loud, it's fast, it's addictive. And if you're not grounded, it becomes a trap. I wasn't building anymore. I was barely performing, entertaining and flexing, feeding the machine that I thought I wanted. You start confusing attention with progress, clout with power, presence with purpose. And deep down, I could feel it slipping. I had assistants for everything, but I couldn't find peace. I had 20 girls at home, but I felt alone. I had millions in the bank, but no direction in my soul. When you win too early, you don't slow down. You speed up, because you think that if you stop, it all disappears. And that is the illusion. Market cycles are very similar to life cycles. Let me break this down like a real market chart, because the same cycles that control markets actually controls us. Accumulation. You're underground, no one is watching. You're stacking skills, you're refining. That was me at 16. Deep grind mode, building with zero noise. Then the breakout phase comes. Something finally works, it clicks. People start noticing, momentum builds, you feel the shift. That was my first viral game. When the world started paying attention. Everyone is watching, everyone is praising. You're on the top of the world. People say you're a genius, and you start believing it. This was my mansion phase. Cars, models, parties. But here's the thing about euphoria. It blinds you, because you stop listening, you stop reflecting, and then the top comes. You feel it before anyone else does. There is this internal pressure, a discomfort, like something isn't aligned anymore. But the world keeps cheering, so you keep the show going. But deep down, you know the crash is coming. Sometimes publicly, sometimes silently. But for me, it was both. The team collapsed, the product broke, The money bled, the lifestyle felt meaningless. I hit a wall, mentally and emotionally. And finally, the consolidation phase comes. You go quiet. You cut everything. The noise, the fake friends. You reflect and you come back to truth. And then accumulation starts again. But now you're different, sharper and colder. And that's exactly what happened to me. So if you zoom out, this isn't just about business. It's human life. It's spiritual cycles. We are all just playing a game of peaks and rebirths. So ride the cycle or be crushed by it. You don't escape the cycle. You learn to move with it. If you're in the build phase, don't rush it. Don't look for a quick way out. Use the silence to sharpen your edge, to build something pure and unfiltered. If you're in the expansion phase, enjoy it, celebrate it, but don't lose yourself in it, because the pedestal can become a prison real fast. If you're crashing, don't panic, don't run. The silence you're entering might just save your fucking life. That's where the real clarity comes from. That's where the next version of you gets born. Every cycle teaches you something new. Every return makes you stronger, but only if you pay attention. Ride the cycle, don't be afraid of it. So if you're still watching, you're in one of these phases right now. And wherever you are, I got you. Because I've been broke, I've been rich, I've been lost, and I've been reborn. This isn't motivation, this is the truth. The blueprint behind every real story you respect. The waves behind every empire. The silence behind every breakthrough. So, subscribe, because I'm here to guide you through the rise and the fall. Let's keep building together.